I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
We're on to race number 8, where we close things off. All the exotics will end at 16:43. It's an odd time, but that is what it is. It's over 1,950 meters. It's a merit-rated 78 handicap, and racing alongside Hollywoodbets Durbanville. Well, hopefully things are going according to plan at that center, and you're standing to collect at this center. Well, first up, let's go to a rerun of Cyber Time, winning last time out.
300 metres to go and still trust over. El Dante's on the inside. Cyber Time's trying to run on, but still trust over past the 200. El Dante and running on a Cyber Time. Cyber Time with a big run on the outside, and Cyber Time comes into the lead, and it's Cyber Time to win it. Second position will go too close. Maybe El Dante, then trust over, and KG's Delight.
Oh, that day we saw that replay. It was miserable conditions out there, when it comes to the rain that was on and off throughout the race meeting. And I think the jockeys all did exceptionally well. Of course, racing was abandoned. I think it was immediately after this race, if I'm not mistaken, that racing was abandoned. Yeah, it was after this race with Cyber Time's win. But prior to that, we saw a certain see it again on that day, which was the 28th of October. So Cyber Time winning a good race. Nirvan is still growing in confidence. He's a young man that's getting a few chances from respective yards all over the country, and it was a good ride from him, winning on number 2, Cyber Time. So he'll claim the 4 on that horse. Number 3, the Tin Cup, will get a mention from me. 499 Heroes, whether you want to include that or not. How much more to come after the maiden? 5 Kanise and Lela. If I had to pick an outright choice or a roving banker in the quartet, he's going to be my runner. 6 Ancient World, that wasn't the worst post-maiden run. And then you go on to numbers 12 and 13. Those are the other 2 runners, Rael. Number 12, Don't Stop Me Now, and number 13, Ricardo. So I'll give you my numbers here that I've played. How many runners go to post? 13 runners go to post. So I need to be 6 runners or less. And let's see how many I've jotted down. I've actually jotted down 2, 4, 6 runners. Boom. I'm on the mark. 2, 3, 5, 8, 12, and 13 are going to be my numbers here. 2, 3, 5, 8, 12, and 13 to hopefully close off a winning pick 6.
You haven't included the horse that I like in this race, Dees.
Thankfully.
It may not be thankfully come race number 8, but I like this horse, Ancient World. From what I've seen from him in his last 3 starts, back at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, 1950 on Saturday. I think it's all set up for massive performance from this 3-year-old son of Vercingetorix. I think he's well above average, and I think he's a horse that will achieve a higher mark than 88. I think he'll win quite a few races in his career, so I'm going to be with him. I think he's going to go extremely close to winning. He's run when finishing 3rd behind Aberdeen. That was an eye-catching performance, doing his best work at the finish, and he was the runner that we all took out from the race, and we said next time out we can follow him with a lot of confidence, and he duly obliged, winning his maiden, beating 99 Heroes, who he should have held at the weight once again. And his last start on the poly track, tighter course, 1800 meters. He was far from disgraced in a far stronger contest. I think down in class, extra distance, 57 on the back. He's going to be the top selection, and I think he'll go extremely close to winning. I think both the runners from the Andre Nel yard demand respect. Tin Cup, Don't Stop Me Now. I think you could be right with number 5, Kanisa and Lela, just because he seems to be coming back to himself now. He did go up 3 points for that last second, which could be a slight concern, but he's a runner that is always about the action. And then number 2, Cyber Time, who I don't think it's going to be quite as easy, even though he's got 4 kgs off the back. The handicap took him up from 69 up to 75 for his last start. So let's see how he goes now that he steps up in trip over a distance that should suit him a lot better, but he's another one that you can include. But I like the look of number 6 here. He's Ancient World at 5-1.
Well, Ryle has picked out Ancient World. Cherokee Trail has come out to win from that form line from number 6, Ancient World. Well, Ryle is young Ryle, as he's known, and he'll get to little in the game. Well above average, he says. Well above average. This horse is only having his 4th start. But let's see if he can have his 2nd career win from 5 starts. Number 6, Ancient World in race number 8. Could be a fine for young Ryle Radhakrishna. But I'm running for cover 2, 3, 5, 8, 12, and 13. And just to please the young man, I'll include horse number 6, which will be 7 runners out of 13 races, which is against my rule. But for young Ryle, we'll please him this morning when we're doing the show. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 12, and 13 in the last there. And that's how we close things off. I'm going to go with those 2 bankers, Ryan. I mean, if the guys are looking at the exotics, etc., Celtic Beauty is a horse that I like. I'm hoping that he can deliver. Renaissance Man is in a competitive field, and he's coming off a break. He'll have to answer a few questions, but if Michael's got this horse 80-90% ready, straight on the form line of Isi Vungu Vungu, he should go very close to win, and 7-1 looks attractive odds.
Yeah, absolutely, Dees, and I'm sure we can, we mentioned this off air, but we all remember him when he won off a year layoff, winning here on the poly track, beating Captain Bombshell. Even though it was in the maidens, he's capable of running fresh, and it does look to be a competitive card, a card where, as we mentioned at the top of the show, players, punters will be looking to go for the exotics, get involved in the exotics on the day. A competitive day's racing. We're obviously looking forward to racing out at Hollywoodbets Scottsville and Hollywoodbets Durbanville as well. Hopefully, Dees and myself have managed to guide you in the right direction, and all the best with racing on Saturday.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.